Well, I've just had a reform voter tell me that something Nigel Farage reform. I don't know what democracy is, don't I? See, here's what democracy is. Reform aren't in charge of the UK. Reform only a few councils. They've all refused to go to meetings because they don't know what to do because they are idiots. They were voted in very poor and disaffected areas. What do I know about democracy? Well, I know that far right influences always target the poor, undereducated, and disaffected. They target them because they're vulnerable to that kind of manipulation and they do not care about them. So, yeah, reform, not in charge. Reform voters, rubes. That's democracy. Cry more. And why is there a church behind me? Well, it's because I'm praying that reform voters grow a single brain cell. That man doesn't care about you. He went to a private school. He doesn't run a political party. He runs a business. You're not giving him money to spend on campaigning. You're giving it to him to spend on hookers and lobster. That's it. He doesn't care. He doesn't. He literally goes on TV, says things like woke milk, and then smirks. Now, what's this behind me? Well, it represents heaven. That's where reform voters think they're going to live if they give Farage his way. A heaven of hatred where they can dunk on minorities. That's not what's going to happen. Yeah, King of the Dung Heap still lives on a dung heap. You're still turning everything into a pile of poo. That's the reality, right? You're actually going to get this. And what does this represent? Hell, no. Nukes. He's threatening UK national security. He's a known Kremlin asset. It was reported to Parliament by Select Committee years and years ago. He worked for Sputnik and other Russian TV channels. He's taken a vast amount of money from them. He is a national security concern and flagged by our intelligence agencies to the best of my knowledge. And you all vote for him and call yourselves patriots. You're not. That's it. That's democracy, and you're wrecking it. And you get to live with the results, but not for very long. Not if he wins, and not if you get what you think is your way. It's not your way. Your tools, your rubes, as I said, and your ATMs. That's it. That man does not, as I said, care about you. Not at all. He never will. No matter how much you want Daddy to love you, he's not going to give a damn. I know it's nice to be approved of by a rich man in an expensive suit and believe he's just like you, right? But you know he isn't, and he never will be, and you'll never be like that. End of. What else is it you all think? Well, you all think Trump's his mate. Really? Think he's your mate? You think the America First dude is going to put you first when you're not even American, and he isn't even putting America first? Compromat. Think it's only Trump to have it on? It's not, yeah? And why do I look so tired, yeah? Why do I look so tired? Why am I up at, nearly 4 a.m.? Well, because one of your reform voters hurt my kid. Gender critter, in fact. See, I'm a feminist. I'm not a trans woman, right? But I am a feminist. I'm female. My kid is female. Do you know what we are to people like you? You do, don't you, really? Victims, yeah? Targets. All of your virtue signalling that you claim others are doing. It's all just lies, as is his, right? And yeah, I'm gonna make someone pay a little price for that one because that's what people who think that way need. Yeah, a lesson. Don't you agree? Or are you all pro? You know that kind of abuse suddenly? Because I got a nose ring, yeah. Because ultimately, right, none of you really care about anyone, do you? Only about punching down, and you're all very low down the totem pole. You know, you keep going like this, you're going to be threatening ants. Because that'll all be all you've got left, right? When you yourself have been ground into absolute nothingness. Both the gender critters who think these men like them. No, they don't, girls. They don't like you. They want to control you. And all the blokes have been sucked into it. What? You really think, like, the Jordan Peterson, Donald Trump crew are really going to tell you how to get a relationship or run your life right? We're talking about a guy who ate meat and salt until his eyes were red rimmed. Yeah, that's Jordan Peterson. A guy who wears orange makeup and heels. That'd be Trump. And a froggy guy. Brexit man. I mean, their lives look super happy, don't they? And they look like they've got lots of beautiful women around them that really love them. You can see how much Melania loves Trump, right? You want to be like these people for some reason. I don't want to be anything like them. What miserable lives they lead. And you too, because you fall for their rhetoric. But yeah, anyway, democracy is something that excludes extremism. And you're extremists. And when extremism forces itself into democracy, it destroys it. And societies, which is what you're all doing. I know you think you're not, those of you who think at all, but you are. Yeah. So yeah, don't lecture other people about democracy if you vote reform. You haven't got the first idea what it is, and you don't like it either. Let's be real, right? You like having your own way because you think that's good for you, and you think it's your own idea. It isn't. Most of you don't even understand politics, do you, yeah? That's the truth.